Catus, Maximus here. I like doing videos about Crescent tools, old Jamestown hand tools, just because that was from the era, what really set Crescent apart. And as I've learned from the Jamestown adjustable wrenches, and by the way, you don't run into many Jamestown other hand tools from Crescent besides their adjustable wrenches. They probably sold 20 of these to every one of any other tool that they made. But what I've noticed, but I am going to make a video about this. This will be the first Jamestown, this wrench is the first Jamestown tool that wasn't made perfectly. All the other Jamestown Crescent wrenches have always just had really good quality control. These 1033 6-inch rated, it actually does say 1033, it actually says 6, so those are 6-inch rated. These of course are Crestoloy, American made, are another fine Jamestown example. Everything, when we look at the evenness of the grinding on this, the tips, these have been used, but the rivet is just, it's right at that perfect point. I oiled it so it just moves really freely, but there's basically almost zero wobble. These are definitely used. They've been used hard enough. I'm not exactly sure how that deep of a gouge. This may not have happened from gripping on something, and something may have fallen on it, but nonetheless, it's a pretty deep gouge on the end of some needle nose pliers. Nonetheless, there's only just a tiny little gap. They did have a nice crosshatch grip, a little bit worn. Actually, we can see this gouge may be from maybe twisting on some kind of really hard piece of steel, either a piano wire or springs. Springs are super duper hard. Other than that, of course, they're forged. We can see the remnants of the forging line, but they did smooth out the handles really nicely. Handles are really parallel, really straight. One of the things I've noticed about pliers in general is the way these handles can be just twisted all over the place. And something else I wanted to point out was the fact that how things were measured in the old days. These are 6, they're stamped 6. As we can see, the tip of the handle, we're at 6 5/8. And we have some channel locks here. These are number 3, if you can just see that, there you go, 326. These are also American made, pretty nice. These do have cutters. These old Crescents did not include cutters. But these are also considered 6 inches. When we measure them, they're almost exactly, they're at 6 1/4 inches. So you just got a little bit more handle. If we line them up right to the center line of the rivet, we can see that they both have just about the same length of nose. The more modern channel locks, I will admit, they do, they give them a different grind. This is channel lock grind, gives you some pretty fine tips, but they get really thick really fast. And it is one of the things that makes channel locks nice. These are definitely pretty heavy duty. But I like these old Crescents because these are just a straight up traditional design. And many times you'll use this inner portion to, you know, squeeze or partially crimp stuff. Maybe you're going down, grabbing something thin. And so it's kind of nice to have a pair that doesn't actually have the integrated set of cutters. So anyway, I just wanted to show some vintage Jamestown Crescents needle nose pliers, which is a Jamestown tool, Crescent tool that you just don't run into very often. And once again, just really well made, just super straight. We can see how the sizing of each of the nose is almost exactly the same. So just real careful attention spent to the grinding and finishing and quality control. And this certainly continues the Jamestown reputation. And just wanted to share that with you all and compare them to a modern set of American-made channel locks, which are also super great. The channel locks, really what you're losing here is handle length. You just get a little bit, you know, these handles here on the channel locks are just a little bit stubby. Well, the ones on these Crescents, they're about a perfect size, and it's probably why they're 6 1/2 inches or 6 5/8. It's just so they could have whatever would be considered the standard nose length. There probably is a standard nose length. Looks like it's about 2 1/2 inches. But to just give you a little bit better grip, a little bit longer handles. So I'm pretty stoked to find these. Maybe I'll do a simple restoration video where I try to shine these up. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, Catus Maximus out.